Our Barack and a Hard Place duo, Monica Crowley and Alan Colmes. So, Colin, do you believe the Post article calls?
I believe that he indeed is trying to flip Congress to make it Democratic. No question about that. Why would it be surprised that a Democratic president wants to have a Democratic president to work with?
At the expense of the folks?
But I don't think he's doing it because he doesn't want to help the country, or that he doesn't think what's best for the country would be to work with Congress. He has tried. He has compromised all during his first term with this Congress. They have said they did not want to work with him. They have shown they haven't wanted to work with him.
Let's get specific rather than this BS, please. The Washington Post and Brit Hume, not compatible ideology usually, both make the same point. The president's willing to have Americans suffer for the greater good of trying to have Nancy Pelosi be the new Speaker of the House.
The Washington Post didn't talk about wanting the country to suffer. What it talked about was he wants to flip Congress.
But he won't compromise. He's making it if you read it, did you read the Post article? He's making it impossible to reach accord with the Republicans.
But Bill, it's one thing to say he wants to flip the House. There's another thing to say he purposely wants the American people to suffer.
He's making it impossible to get anything done. Do you agree with that?
For a second.
Yes, and so you have to go back to who Barack Obama is. Remember 4 years ago when he was campaigning in 08, Bill, he talked about the fundamental transformation of the nation. We now have over 4 years of evidence as to exactly what he meant. So what he wants is the last 2 years of his presidency to look like his first 2 years, meaning a wide open political field.
But he didn't do this stuff in the first 2 years.
What are you talking about? He got socialized medicine. He started ramping up the spending and growing the government.
Here's where you're going wrong. You might disagree with Obamacare, all right, but he got it done. All right, he got it done.
And how did he get it done? Because he had massive majorities in Congress, which is what he wants for the last 2 years.
But here, he hasn't even submitted any proposals. Don't you see the difference?
Right.
Okay. Back then, he was saying, "I want socialized medicine," or whatever you want to call it. Now he doesn't do anything. He just says, "We want to raise taxes. Here, let's raise them again."
Right.
Even though I just got one. There's nothing put forth.
Because he's not a problem solver. He is a fundamental transformer. You have to understand that he is not a normal president.
I disagree with what's being said here. He's offered $2.50 in tax cuts for every dollar in tax increases.
That's not specific.
But it says yes, he has. He's offered cuts in Medicare. He's offered cuts in entitlement.
No, that's not specific. He has to say, here are the programs that are going to go down. Here's how we're going to reform Medicare and Social Security. And the man refuses to do it.
Yes, it is. He has said he was willing to cut these programs.
Hold it, because now I'm getting teed off of you. Give me one damn program he said he cut.
He has cut entitlements. He has cut
entitlements. One program.
What do you want to yell at?
Because you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You are lying.
Don't call me a liar. Don't you sit there and call me a liar.
No, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Hey, here's the proof.
You don't like the president. You don't like what he's doing. But don't sit there and call me a liar.
I am. Give me one program.
We can have a disagreement without you calling me a liar. That's not necessary.
No, you're lying.
That's not necessary.
You are lying.
I'm not lying. We have a disagreement. There's a difference between having a disagreement and calling me a liar. That's a personal attack.
This is why I'm calling you a liar. Give me one program he said he cut.
He would cut Medicare and Medicaid.
That's
he would actually cut
a specific program.
You asked me a program. Those are programs.
All right.
Those are programs.
Okay. You know, when he has said anything that even approaches what you're saying, Alan, he doesn't mean it. I'll give you a specific example.
I want to say with Colmes. I want to say with Colmes. All right? Because I don't usually do what I just did to him. I asked him 4 times, Colmes, to give me one specific program out of all the federal budget, $3.2 trillion worth of spending, that Obama said he would cut.
He would. He has actually hurt himself.
Give me one.
I said he has hurt himself with his base because he has talked about cuts to Medicare.
Do you know any specific $3.2 trillion in spending? All right. I asked Colmes for one. He can't provide it. Can you?
I cannot because he has not.
So both of our people, ladies and gentlemen, cannot provide one program out of $3.2 trillion in spending that this president said he would cut. And you sit there and you say you're not.
You're accusing the president of wanting the people to suffer in this country. That's absolutely untrue.
You think
disagree with him
that sitting in an Oval Office for 5 years,
you think he wants Americans to suffer
with a $17 trillion debt and refusing to say one program that he cut? You don't think that's putting a burden on the American people?
What do you call Medicare? I keep telling you.
No, you're not telling me anything. It's jack what you're saying. There's another word for it, but it's an obscenity.
We'll just have to disagree.
Right? No, it's not about a disagreement. You can't back up. You can't give me one example of any federal program that he said he would cut. Not one.
What did I just say?
What?
Look,
No, Medicare is not. You can't say he's going to
He's
cut
talking
Medicare.
about cutting
Where is he
entitlement.
going to cut it? Is he going to take money away from 62-year-olds, 58-year-olds? Is he going to take it away from the states? Where is he going to cut Medicare? Where?
There would be less money going to the states. There would be less money going.
How much
There'd be
less?
less money reimbursed to doctors.
How
for Medicare.
much less?
He's actually talked about cutting the reimbursement to doctors and hospitals.
This is just bull.
Cutting
blank.
reimbursements to
No,
doctors and hospitals.
You're wasting
That's
our
what
time.
he's talked about.
This is bull.
Bill, I'm
blank.
answering your question. That's what he talked about. He talked about cutting reimbursements.
I'm giving you the last word.
All I will say is that this president has done the exact opposite. He and Reid and Pelosi have done an unprecedented spending blowout over the last 4 years. He has amassed $6 trillion in debt over 4 years, which is a record.
I'm so angry about it, and I apologize to you, Colmes. I shouldn't have used the word lie. But you did not put forth here anything that he
Cutting
would do.
reimbursements to hospitals
You
and
don't know
doctors.
how much, you don't know where, you don't know to whom, you don't know anything. And the reason you
asked
don't
me
know
which
it,
program.
and the reason you don't know it is because the guy that you revere refuses to say anything specific about anything. All he wants to do is raise taxes. That's it. That's not how you compromise. That's not how you get anything done. That's not how you bring down a
He has
deficit.
actually hurt himself with his progressive base by saying he wants to cut those
I don't
payments.
give a damn about his progressive base. I give a damn about the American people, and we're being conned, and you're buying the con and putting out BS.
I disagree with being con. We have to disagree.
Did I get overboard there?
No, I think it was great.
All right. By the way, Monica's book, What the Bleep Just Happened, and there you go.
There it is.